Hi, Kathy Baker from Education. I'd like to take some time to show you the education website and talk to you a bit about required education and show you our website that will be a great resource to you. I'll ask you to open your GRHS intranet site, and on the home page you will click on the very bottom of the third column, Publications and Information, and about a third of the way down you'll see Education. I'll have you double click on that, and you can see the tabs that we have here on our education site. The first one is Guidelines for Required Education. And just so you know what your responsibility for required education is, I'll show you this required education flyer, which is at the bottom. And this flyer states that completing required education for your job is your responsibility. Employees need to complete the required education before their certifications expire. Your salary and your training fees will be paid if you are completing the education prior to the expiration date. At any time, employees can look or view their certification completions and expiration dates by looking on Workday Learning under recertifications. If you would become delinquent, it will be your responsibility to pay for any training costs associated with the required education below, and your salary will not be paid. These courses can be taken at Great River or another facility. The prices below represent the cost that Great River employees to complete through our health stream, which is at Great River. And so you can see the prices there. ACLS is $150, basic cardiac is $50, NRP 100, PALS is $150. These fees also apply if an employee is required to take emergency first response for choking, but chooses to take basic cardiac life support. The cost is $50. If an employee is required to do CPR through a live class, but they choose to complete it through HealthStream instead, then it's $50. So just so you know, and this flyer is always there and available on our website under Guidelines for Required Education, completing required education again for your job is your responsibility. I then would like to show you this document entitled Guidelines for Required Education. And this PDF document has a list of all the required trainings that are offered here at Great River. And so you can see the first column gives the title of the training, the length of the course, how often it is offered, new hires, how soon you need to complete it, and then if there's a renewal involved, when that is, and then failure to comply. What happens if you would fail to comply with the requirement? And then there's a very specific list of who it is required for. This last column talks about when reports are sent to department directors. This is a bit outdated because now with Workday Learning, your leaders can see immediately if you are delinquent in a required education. So just for today, I'm going to show you basic cardiac life support. It's a class that many people must take for their job. And so here's the live class. Let's take a look at that. And this class then is offered monthly. It's approximately 2 hours. And we offer it at least on a monthly basis. New hires, you must have it within 60 days of your employment. If you work for Superior Ambulance, you must have it upon hire. The recertification is 2 years from the year of the last class. If you would become delinquent, you would get a documented counseling. You would be removed from the schedule. You must attend within 4 days or the discipline will progress. Staff will be responsible for all training options. The online is $50, or you can attend another American Heart Association BCLS course. And again, remember, no salary will be paid for training time. And this is who this is required for. Talks about RNs, LPNs, and behavioral health, diabetes, Klein Center. I won't read it all, but it's very specific who can attend the live class and versus the online class, which is up here. Nurses that work in other units. So make sure you get to look through this document, look at the different classes that are offered, and make sure you note if it's something that you must do. Again, that's called Guidelines for Required Education, and it is on our GRHS education website. All right. Another good thing to see is the classes. There's a list of classes offered. And so our 2020 classes, there's classes for leaders, classes for staff, classes for providers. So let me show you the list of classes for staff. And so you could click on here. Let's use basic cardiac life support. I'll double click that and see, let's say I need to attend a live class. Here's the 2020 CPR live classes. And remember, for CPR, you must attend an American Heart Association course. You must have your card emailed to us when you receive the card. You're not considered complete until you get the CPR card emailed to us. All right. So that was classes right here. The next tab over is resources, and I'll click on resources. And this has a lot of a variety of different information tucked in here. And so you can a lot of times find different information on classes, resources for competencies, job aids, etc. So if you get the time, make sure you get to search and look at that. There's also a tab called forms, just different forms that people may need. Orientation forms, nursing preceptor forms, employee recognition forms. Library links, if you need to do any kind of research, literature searches, you may click on this link. There's also a leadership tab for leaders that has information just for leaders. And then, of course, if you need to contact us, you can click one of our names down here, send us an email, and then, of course, a home page and exit. So lots of good information on here. I hope you get the chance to use it and check it out. And, of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us in education. We would be glad to help you. You may call us at extension 4000. Thank you.